Welcome to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast, where we share tips, techniques, and true stories to support you in using the law of attraction and alchemy to create magic and live the life of your dreams. Here's your host, the founder of DailyAlchemy.com, Michelle Martin Dobbins.
Hey there, it's Michelle Martin Dobbins with DailyAlchemy.com. If I sound a little different, I've been going back on microphones. One of my favorites is not doing quite its normal up to happy standards, so I apologize if my sound isn't as good as it normally is. But today I want to share with you 5 easy ways to add more self-love to your day. My blog name and business name is Daily Alchemy, and that probably is kind of an odd name, but the reason I chose it is because for me, spirituality, happiness, joy, spiritual growth is not like a peak moment experience or something that we do at a special day and a special time. It's something that we add into our daily routine that makes every day more enjoyable. And on those days that aren't so enjoyable, it helps us get through so much better. So I'm going to share with you 5 easy ways to add more self-love to your day, and it won't take you any extra time. All it will take is a little extra attention and remembering to do these things. So we're going to add self-love to things that are already part of our routine. So first of all, we're going to start with your morning self-care routine. There are so many opportunities to add self-love to this. You're already doing self-care, and it just takes a little shift in intention to make a self-care task into a self-love task. Part of that is if you're in the shower or you're out washing your face, if you can do it gently and sweetly and thinking about sending your face or your body love while you're doing it, that makes a huge difference. When you're in the shower, you can imagine love coming down, raining down on you just as the water is raining down on you. When you're putting on your body lotion after the shower, if you will do that very slowly and very presently, and as you're doing it, you send messages to your body, like, thank you, feet, for keeping me going all day. I love you. I appreciate you. And you don't have to say this out loud, especially if you live with someone else. You can say it to yourself. You can say it out loud if you wish. It's probably great to put those vibrations out into the universe. But just go through your body doing that. It may take a few more minutes, but what kind of message are you sending to yourself? Like if you just slap the lotion on really fast and whatever and keep moving, just taking those extra 2 minutes to do it slow and present. Also, we all brush our teeth in the morning, and so you can just sit there and send your body messages. You can send your teeth messages of love. What I usually do when I'm brushing my teeth, when I remember, is just to say an affirmation in my mind while I'm brushing, because brushing is kind of a rote routine thing. So it's really easy to just take those tasks that you do to get ready, to present yourself to the world in the morning, to show yourself some love while you're doing it. You're going to do it anyway, so why not add a little bit more mindfulness and a little bit more love to the process? The next one is eating and drinking. Most of us are going to be eating and drinking during the day, probably all of us at some point in time, right? So it's easy to add love to that. The 2 things that I like to do, one are before I eat and drink something, just take a few seconds and send love, healing energy. I do Reiki into my food or my drink before I eat it. And you don't have to sit there and do it for a minute or 2. You just do it for a few seconds. And if you don't do Reiki or energy healing, you just picture sending love or intend to send love to that food before you eat it or drink it. And then while eating or drinking, try to be present and mindful and think about the nourishment and the enjoyment of the taste of the food, and chew and eat slowly. I know this is one I have a challenge with. I was a school teacher for years, and I got in that habit of like scarfing down my lunch because I had to get back to my class. But it is such a good habit for our health, for our well-being, and it's a form of self-love to take time to enjoy your food and really be present while you're eating it. And I usually try to bless it in a way that I will ask the food to nourish my body, and then I will ask my body to transmute or eliminate anything in the food that is not for my highest good. Okay, so that's self-care, eating and drinking. And this one is something you may do in the morning, but you may do it during the rest of the day. When you pass the mirror, you can smile at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, maybe in your head, maybe out loud, depending on where you're at, that you love yourself. And if that's hard for you to do, then start where you are. You might be able to use, I kind of like you a little bit, and maybe that'll make you smile more and laugh. But yeah, just look at yourself. You're going to pass mirrors, so smile at yourself and share a positive message with your brain, with your body when you walk past a mirror. And you're also going to be washing your hands. You're going to be going in and out of restrooms or doing different things. You're going to wash your hands several times a day. So when you're washing your hands, take that time to, if you're at a mirror, you can look in the mirror and look in your own eyes and send yourself love when you're doing that. Or you can repeat an affirmation or anything that makes you feel more loving. I try to add triggers and over time make it a habit to link spiritual growth tasks with self-care tasks, with daily routines that I'm going to do anyway. So if I get in the habit of saying affirmations in my mind while I'm washing my hands, then I'm going to keep saying affirmations because I wash my hands every day. Okay, so when you wash your hands. And last, but certainly not least, is before you drift off to sleep at night, picture yourself surrounded in a bubble of loving energy and just focus on that love, focus on the feeling of love, the vibration of love. As I said in the last podcast, sometimes if it's hard to tap into that feeling, think about the love that you have for your child or your pets or anyone who is close to you and try to send that love to yourself. Your body, your brain, your spirit, your soul, they need that love. They need to be nurtured and cared for by you. And when you do that for yourself, it's so much easier to do it for other people. And life is so much sweeter. So just to recap, the 5 ways, making it part of your morning self-care routine, when you're eating and drinking, when you pass a mirror, when you wash your hands, and before you drift off to sleep. And I bet if you go through your daily routine, you'll find lots of other ways that you can work it in. Don't make it hard. In fact, even maybe just try 1 or 2, adding 1 or 2 that are easier for you to remember, and do those every day for at least a month and see how you feel after you've done it for a month. And on the next episode, I'm going to share with you 5 easy ways to add more love for others to your day. But for right now, first priority, we got to get self-love focused on. So give these techniques a try. Let me know how they go. I would love for you to send me an email or message me on my Facebook page or Twitter. If you go to dailyalchemy.com, you can find the links to where you can find me all over the wide world web. And I would love to hear from you. Also, if you want to send me an early Valentine's Day present, you can review or rate this podcast wherever you're listening to it, iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, SoundCloud. I think those are the places that it are. I love it when I get comments. I love it when people share with me. I love when you have questions, and I especially love if you have something that you want me to answer, a question you want me to answer on a future podcast, or just a topic that you would like me to cover, because I want this to be beneficial for you. So go out there today, make some magic, enjoy the journey, and I will see you next time. Namaste and big hugs. This episode has been brought to you by the Magical Life Manifesting Club. It's a place where you can connect with other like-minded people and get support for your manifesting and learn all kinds of new ways to get in your vortex, in your happy place, and manifest more. There are courses like Body Love Alchemy, meditation alchemy, where you learn all kinds of ways to meditate. You don't just have to sit in lotus position. There's something for everyone there. We also have relationship alchemy, love alchemy, and so much more, plus Reiki training. If you've ever been interested in learning how to do energy healing, you can currently get certified in Reiki Level 1 and Reiki Level 2 and get those attunements one-on-one with me, Michelle Martin Dobbins, when you become a member of the Magical Life Manifesting Club. And very shortly, within the next 6 months or so, we will be adding the Master Reiki level as well. So if you're looking for a place that can support you and help you manifest more of the dream life that you want, go to www.dailyalchemy.com and you will find a circle on the right-hand side. This is Magical Life Manifesting Club, and you can go there to learn more about it. Or you can also check, there should be a link in the show notes. All right, have a wonderful day. Thanks.
Thanks for listening to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast. Connect with me on thedailyalchemy.com or Facebook at facebook.com/Michelle Dobbins author. Join us next time for even more magical life tips.